All right, welcome to our class once again, and I'm just going to go through the exercise that we did, and I just want to go through it very quickly. Most of you have managed to do that exercise. I think that exercise was very good, and I think that we are going to do many more exercises. Well, not many because we don't have time. We are almost done with the QuickBooks. I am just spending a little more time so that I can prepare you to get that certificate. The thing is that we are all going to get that certificate. I want to help you so much for you to get that certificate. I do not want anyone to miss out on this opportunity. I want you to get that certificate. You have to get the certificate. I trust in you. I believe in you. I believe that you can get it. So anyway, I just want to encourage you. So far so good. I'm so proud of you. You guys have done very well. And most of the time I'm motivated to come to class because of what I am doing, what I'm seeing you guys able to do, and I am so proud of you. You gotta know that. Now our question, what was our question? Let's just go to the question. This is a practice problem, and we are talking about Green Service Company is owned and managed by Jessica Green. The business is organized as a sole proprietorship. You are the accounting clerk for the business. Your job is to create a business in QuickBooks, enter the transaction the month of April 2017, and print out 3 reports. So let us very quickly start this, and we'll go to, it's saying here the chart of accounts for Green Services is this one, 101, 102, all these are the accounts in the chart of accounts. Remember what we said about chart of accounts is a list of accounts that exist for your company. The company that you create. In this case, we are going to create a company called Green Service Company. Your company, your exercise. This is, or these are the account that exist for that company. Right, now step 1, they are telling us create a new business in QuickBooks using the easy step interview. Let us go to this easy step interview. It is already on the screen. I already opened it. Here it is. So the easy step interview gives you options. This is the first interface. There are 3 ways to get started. We can either see a sample company. We are ready to create my own company file, and I want to open an existing company file. In this case, I am ready to open a company file. Opening a company file is the first thing that you need to learn in QuickBooks. I know everyone has been able to learn that. Now, I'm creating my new company, right? Good. And it is now loading on your screen. It is loading on your screen. It depends on the computer that you have. Most of the computers will take some time, but at least my super fast computer can be able to load. Anyway, I don't have so much time, so let us go and do it. So instead of using Express Start is for basic beginners, recommended for new users. You guys are not new users. Let us go to advanced setup. You can do advanced setup. This is the best to answer that question. Use advanced setup, and I believe that next time you're doing QuickBooks, whatever it is that you shall be, please use advanced setup to set up a company. So let us use advanced setup. Click on advanced setup. So I have clicked and it has opened. So in this case, we say Green Services. Remember, the question tells you to write your initials. So I write JKC, and then that's it. I think that's all I need. But here there's an asterisk say you have to enter province. So I won't go to province. Let me enter country first. I know it's Kenya. I can see Kenya down here, and then I enter NRB for Nairobi as the province. I go next. From the question, I'm being told, let us go to the question. It says name of the company is Green. Address and phone is optional. It's up to me. Industry is general service based industry. Industry is general service based business. Let's go to general service based business. You can click here and say G. Why did I say G? Because all these are arranged in an alphabetical order. So when I press G, it takes me to the names or the industries that start with G. And I can see here is product based business. It's not it, because if you go to a question, it is telling us it is a service based business. So we select this service based business, and then we go next. Higher. It tells us, what does it tell us? It tells us Sole proprietorship, so we select sole proprietorship, and then we go next. Fiscal year is January. Remember what we said about fiscal year is the time that you started your accounting. Most likely it's the time that you started your business, but in most cases most of the company setups are started in January. Fiscal year January to December. It is a 12-month period. It could be anything. You could start your fiscal year in June. You could start your fiscal year in any other month, but mostly we use the calendar year, which is from January to December. So we go next. Administrator password, use the simplest. Use 1 2 3 4 5 6. Repeat the same password 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then you go next. Here is just giving you a story. Create your company file, and your QuickBooks information is stored in a file called the company file. Click next to choose a file name and a location of your company file. So I go next. My file name I accept this file name is Green Services JKC .qbw. So I say save it, and it is saving. It will take some time depending on how fast your computer is. It will take some time. So let us chill, let us wait for it. Sorry, that's my wife calling. Sorry for that. I'll call her later. All right, so that's it. It's done, and we go next to customize our QuickBooks for our business. Now, what do you sell? Remember, in our question, it says we sell services only. Fiscal year, use password that you remember, save the file in accounting folder. We sell services only. So we go back to our QuickBooks setup, and we say services only. We go next, and then do you charge sales tax? Let's look at no sales tax. All right, let's go back. So we say no sales tax. We go next. Do you create estimates? Let's see what we are being instructed. No estimates. So we go back and we say no estimates. We say next, and then let us go to the question. No estimate, yes to sales receipts. So we go, we say, do you want to use billing statements? Let us see whether there is a instruction on billing statements. No to billing statements. So we go back, we say no to billing statement. We go next, and then let us see what is the next instruction. Sales receipts, yes to invoices. Let us go to our QuickBooks. Do you use invoices in QuickBooks? We say yes, and then we go next. Let us go to the next instruction. No progress invoicing. So we go back to our QuickBooks. We say, do you want to use progress invoicing? You say no, and then you go next, and then it's asking, do you want to keep track of bills you owe? Let us look at the instructions. Instructions: no to progress invoices, yes to keep track of bills you owe. Yes to keep track. So we say yes, and then we say next. And then, do you print checks? Let us see the instructions. Click I print checks. So we click I print checks. I print checks, and then we go next. Do you want to track time in QuickBooks? Let us go to the instructions. I don't currently accept credit cards, and I don't plan to. No to keeping track of time. So we go back to our QuickBooks. We say we don't want to keep track of time, and then we go next. And then, do you have employees? Let us go to the instructions. Instructions are saying no, we have no employees. Let us go back to our QuickBooks and say we have no employees, and then we go next. And then they ask, do you want to keep track of multiple currencies in QuickBooks? Multiple currencies include Kenya shillings, dollars, and so on and so forth. So do they have anything on multiple currencies? No keeping track. We have no employees. Use that as the date of transaction. So this one, it doesn't have any instructions. So in this case, let's just say we do not want to keep track of multiple agencies. If your company is an international company dealing with South African rands, Indian rupees, American dollar, euro, that's the time that you want to track multiple currencies, because you're dealing with many currencies. But in this case, we are just dealing with one currency. If you look at the question, the currency is the US dollar. So we are just going to say no. So we go next. Once we go next, it's saying using accounts in QuickBooks. Next, will help you to set up your chart of accounts, which are categories of income, expenses, and more that you shall use to track your business. So we go to next, because here we are not being asked to do anything. We're just being given a story. So we go next. Ideally, you should read everything that you're seeing on your screen, but I've already read, and I know that the option that was available was just to go next. Higher, it is asking us select a date to start tracking your finances. So if we come here, I saw an instruction here saying use 41 dash. This 4 in American system signifies the month. It is not the day, it is the month. So 4 is April 1st, and here we can put any year that we want. In this case, I just put 2017. So it's the 1st of April 2017 as the date for transactions. So we'll come here, because this one is not beginning of a fiscal year. That's not what we are looking for. We want to use today's date for the, and today's date is, we said, is April. Today's date, 1st of April 2017, and then I will go next. Now, see, let us see the instructions for this next part. They're saying we've already done T, we are in U. Yes, to add an existing bank account. We have not come to a bank account, so we skip that one and go do not add bank account. We skip that one too, and then they say make sure only the following accounts are selected and check all other accounts. So in our chart of accounts, you will need only four: sales, advertising, miscellaneous, and utilities. Whereas if you come to your QuickBooks chart of account, this is your chart of account. Income, review income and expense accounts. Yeah, well, it's income and expense accounts. So let us look at these ones and see what we need to remove and what we don't, what we need and what we don't need. So as you can see, these are many accounts. Most of you did not follow instructions on that part of QuickBooks. Yeah, these instructions that only these are required. Only these are required. So what I will do, I will come here and uncheck the ones which are not required. Workers' compensation, I know. Advertising and promotion is there. I think I saw it. Advertising and promotion, so I'll leave it. Advertising and promotion will be there. Automobile expense, no. Bank service charges, no. Computer and internet expenses, no. Depreciation expense, no. Insurance expense, no. Interest expense, no. Meals and entertainment, no. Office supplies, no. Professional fees, no. Rent expense, no. Repairs and maintenance, no. Telephone expenses, travel expenses, utilities. I just uncheck. Ask my accountant. Accumulated depreciation, furniture and equipment, I remove everything. Workers' compensation. Right, let us go back to our question instruction. So sales is there, advertising and promotion, miscellaneous and utilities expense. Let us put back utilities. I think I saw utilities. I don't know whether I saw utilities. Let us look for the ones. So we have sales, advertising and promotion. We are looking for miscellaneous and utilities. Miscellaneous expense, so I check it back. And utilities, water, electricity, sometimes telephone is included there. I've seen utilities. So those are the instructions that you are supposed to follow. So once you select those ones, you go to next. Higher. So now you're done. Actually, you're done, and all you need to do is to go to setup. So that's very simple process. That's what you are required to do. Now it's setting up. It will take some time, a few seconds before now it loads on your screen, and I have almost completed mine, and it is done. I think it is done, right? So now we come to the screen. Remember, there's a part where we skipped. Remember, we skipped yes to add existing bank account. Yeah, so we will come to this screen. You can see the options which are available, and it's telling me that I got a company file now. Add people, I don't want to add because it's not in the instruction. Add products is also not in the instruction. Add your bank account, that is in the instructions. If you look at our question, they're saying yes to add an existing bank account. So you can see this. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Wait. Wow, what have I done now? What have I done? I'm so sorry. Okay, here we are. So I just, let me just load it again. I don't know whether you can see. Now. How now? Okay. Interesting. Right. Sorry for that. Okay, let's just use it like that. I can read, and I'm sure you can read. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, sorry. Here we are. Okay, so the instruction is yes, add an existing bank account. So we shall come to our QuickBooks and then we say add a bank account. What is the name of our bank account according to our requirements? The bank account is called, the name is Cash in Bank. So I just copy Cash in Bank. Instead of typing, I'll copy that Cash in Bank, switch back to QuickBooks, and I paste it there. Remember, copy is Control C, paste is Control V. So, and then the next instruction is give the bank an account, give the bank account an 8-digit account number. 8-digit account number is any 8 digits. It could be 0001, so long as they are 8. So I will say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Those are 8 digits, isn't it? There is no opening balance. If you go to our question, they don't give us any opening balance option, but they say it is open on or after the 1st of April. So let's go back, on or after the 1st of April. So opening balance date is on or after the 1st of April. So we'll go to 1st April, and that's it. So someone taught me to do that. So we have all this now, and then all we need to do is to continue. I'm sure you understand that part. So here is still add your bank accounts. Now that you've added your account information, you can even be more productive. So it is asking us, do we want to add order Intuit checks? No, I don't want to order Intuit checks. So continue. So we are done. Now once we are done with that by adding our bank account, we go to our question and see what is the next thing. Do not add another bank account. So we don't add. So what we do is to start working. It has created my company. I can see everything is in order. If I go to my title bar, I can see green services, J can see, and that's it. So now what I do is I'm in W, make sure that the following accounts are selected. Well, we have finished that part, and then finish the interview and click chart of accounts in the company section. Now that's so easy. Chart of accounts in the company section. Let me maximize this. This is the company section. This is the vendor section, customer section, and then there's a payroll section underneath there, and then there is the company section and the banking section. So now we're saying click on chart of accounts in the company section here. So click chart of accounts. We know are all the accounts that exist for our company, and then let us see the next instruction. Once we click, delete the accumulated depreciation account. So we come here. Remember how to delete. First of all, identify accumulated depreciation. Remember, I removed it. It is no longer there. I removed it at that point where they had given us instruction on which accounts that we needed to retain and which ones we needed to remove higher. So let us see the next instruction. Edit the furniture and equipment account to change its name to office equipment. Furniture and equipment account. That question was a bit tricky because remember they said remove all these things, including even the furniture and equipment account. So now because we have removed it, we want to add it back. So we can go to account here, underneath here, and then we say new. So we're adding back an account, and this one is, let's see at the instruction, edit the furniture and equipment account to change its name to office equipment. So I can copy this office equipment. What I need is an account called office equipment. Office equipment, remember, this is equipment. Equipment is what? It's an asset, isn't it? It's fixed asset. So we select what category is that account. It's a fixed asset, sindio? So remember, this account, income, expenses, fixed asset, bank, this is an asset account, loans, this loan is a liability account, credit card, equity. Yeah, so but it's neither this or this. It is a fixed asset. It's an asset. An asset is something that we possess, we have. It's a strength in our company. Remember what we said about assets. So now once I select fixed asset, I say continue, and then I give it a name. This is where I give it a name. So remember, I copied there. So now I just need to paste. The name is office equipment. It's not a sub account, so don't select this. So once I give it a name, all these things are optional. It doesn't have opening balance. Avoid, in many cases, avoid putting opening balance. Just put the name higher. So we say save and close, right? So now we have an office equipment account. Let us go to the instructions. Say I edit the sales account to change its name to service fees. If we go back and look for a sales account, here it is. So this one is simple. Sorry, I opened it, I clicked it. I just select the sales account, and then I go to my account here. Instead of saying new, because it is existing, I say edit account. I edit that account. So they are saying, if you look at the instruction, we change it from sales account to service fees. So I come and select service fees, and then I come and put service fee there. So that name, sales, has been changed to service fees. So account name is service fees, and then you say save and close. We don't need to put anything here because we do not have instructions to do that. So we save and close, right? Good. Let us go to our instructions again. Add a new account called computer equipment, and then they are telling us this is a fixed asset account. Again, it's simple. Add a new account called computer equipment. All I need to do is to copy that, Control C. I go to my QuickBooks, and then I say add new. So it is, again, if you look at the instruction, they're saying this is a fixed asset account. It's simple. So I select fixed asset account, I go to continue, it does its magic, and then account name, here I come and Control V or paste, right? Computer equipment. They're telling me to add a new account. There is now other instruction that they have given us, so I just say save and close. I go back to my instructions, and then they say close chart of accounts. But before I close, remember there are some accounts which are not supposed to be here, and they appear here. I just look at them, I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, since there are not too many, I'll just leave them there, right? I just leave them there. Otherwise, I could have cleaned it up. Maybe I could have deleted, like for example, accounts payable, GHS, these ones. We have no instructions to, we had instructions to remove them. Some of these accounts, like these ones, but those instructions are not very clear. So it's optional. You can either remove it or leave it there. If you want to remove it, you know how to remove it. If you want to leave it there, you can just leave it there, right? Higher. So for me, I just leave it there. So I have already made my chart of accounts, and you know, the first part of that assignment is done. It is done. That's it. You don't need to do anything. So I'll create another video for step 2. That was enough to help the students who are struggling with this part, and I'm going to give this video today, and those students that are struggling creating this green services limited company, you use this to help you to create that green services company. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.